Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the critically acclaimed Pop the Trunk podcast, now Patreon exclusively sponsored Hall of Fame, Recency Bias Radio, where no one is safe from criticism. I woke up today and I stumbled across a couple of articles regarding Celebrity Big Brother US Season 3, and I decided, you know what, let's get this preseason hype rolling. I see Cody and Derek doing a video alluding to it, trying to just spike the algorithm with a little bit of juice. And I'm not going to let anyone take advantage of an opportunity if I'm not going to do it as well. So I said, you know what? Let me provide my spin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of Big Brother 23, there are rumors suggesting when this cast will be revealed by Julie Chen and CBS. And there's rumors suggesting what the cast will entail, who all the players will be. Now, if none of you all have been part of Recency Bias Radio for a Celebrity Big Brother US season, you all are going to experience something brand new as much as the patrons because I did not have a Patreon back when Tamar Braxton won Celebrity Big Brother US Season 2. With that being said, if you don't know how these seasons play out because this is your first celebrity season, let me give you a quick rundown. These seasons are fast forwarded to the highest of degree, to the point where we get an episode on national television every day for like 2.5 weeks. Because of this, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be going through the gauntlet. Hotep Thanos is going to be providing A1 content every day. I am going to be the marathon man. And I am very excited and looking forward towards this challenge. Now, I'm saying all this to tell you all, because you all are patrons, I am going to be giving you all special privileges, um, special treatment, and of course, more content than the public. And because every day will have content dedicated to it, I'm going to have to try to figure out on the fly how I'm going to separate what is good for patrons to have on their own, what is good to let the public rock with. Because this is an everyday thing, I'm probably going to alternate. Go one day Patreon only, the other day public. The other day Patreon only, the other day public. I think it's the best way of marketing the Patreon, giving you all the best bang for your buck, and convincing the people on the public to come on over. It's only $5, which y'all being so frugal about. So that's how I am planning this out. If you have better suggestions, I'm all ears. But I think y'all will appreciate that side of it. Now, outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, we have other things to discuss. Because, in case you've been under a rock, like I told you all, I came across these two articles, and I really want to dive deeper into them because I find them both to be quite intriguing for different reasons, of course. And y'all know we gonna get into roasting somebody soon, but I ain't gonna say who. All right, I was looking for something earlier. My bad. All right, so let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let's go ahead and get this right. I should have had all this set up before I went live, but I was excited. Whenever I get excited about a new idea for a rant, I just run with it. Like I don't really do too much extra shit because I want to make sure that I don't waste my ideas on the thought process or the prep. Want to make sure y'all get the majority of my fresh ideas immediately. So, as you all can see, this is on Big Brother Network. That's my source for this one. And it's asking a question: when house guests will be announced for Celebrity Big Brother Season 3? Now, of course, this is 2022, so this is the US season. This was written by Matt Boyer 2 days ago, so this is very recent as well, ladies and gentlemen. So follow me, please. I'm going to highlight everything and we're going to keep it moving. With just a few weeks until the new Big Brother season, we're still anxiously awaiting the release of the CBBUS Season 3 cast with all the details on who will be house guests. So when will we get the new cast list? Here's what we've seen in past Celebrity Big Brother seasons. In both seasons 1 and 2, the Celebrity Big Brother US cast was announced earlier than the typical week advance that we see in the summer installments. For 2018, the Celebrity House guests were revealed 10 days before the premiere, and 2019 season debuted its cast 8 days ahead of the premiere. So that means we should look forward to seeing this cast probably around the last week of January. CBS has a big Sunday presence during the NFL season, and I'd wager that they'd be making a similar approach for Celebrity Big Brother Season three's cast announcement, with CBBUS3 starting on February 2nd, the Sunday, the week before, that would be January 23rd. So even though CBS has yet to confirm that they'll be dropping the big news, I'd keep an eye out that Sunday night. So you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Watch out on January 23rd, if possible, to figure out what's happening next. As soon as we hear anything official, we'll share the news. So be sure to join us on Facebook, Twitter, and download our Big Brother app for all your Celebrity Big Brother and Summer Big Brother 24 news this year. All right, so that pretty much gave y'all standardized knowledge and information. So most likely, my first video, my WTF, will most likely occur sometime in between January 23rd and February 2nd. Now y'all have a legitimate time window to expect content in, and that is another purpose for this video, to start laying down what you all can expect in the near future, right? Now, I want to get into this rant mainly because I saw this list. Some of it was cringy, some of it was interesting, and I just think y'all are going to find this interesting for me to give my opinion on. So, this article, of course, a Screen Rant, and I love to critique Screen Rant all the time because they put rant in their name, so I always got to hold them accountable. But outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, this was written December 8th, 2021, so this is a month back, some weeks back. This was written by Christine Persaud, and this was written December 8th, 2021. Like I said, now the title reads 10 Rumored House Guests for Celebrity Big Brother 3. So let's have some fun here. Let's nitpick at their decisions. And as you can see, they're already on Boston Rob's nuts, so they're already trying to, kiss CBS's ass with this list, it feels like. But, I mean, listen. I think I speak for every pure blood Big Brother fan when I say we've seen enough of Boston Rob Mariano on CBS. We've seen enough. The guy's got to play Amazing Race. He's played 4 seasons of Survivor. Let him go. Him and his wife have both won $1 million from Survivor. Let them go. Right? Create new stars. All right? That's just my talking point on that. I'm just being real. Anyway, Tony Award-winning actor Marissa Jared Rigaker, Winokur, and singer and TV personality Tamar Braxton won the first 2 seasons of the U.S. version of Celebrity Big Brother. With the third on the way, set to premiere on February 2nd, 2022, fans are excited to find out not only who will become the third winner, but also who will be among the cast vying for that chance. Now, the first season of Celebrity Big Brother, y'all, if y'all remember when I covered that, listen, I called how rigged it was weeks before the season ended. I could tell it was rigged for Marissa Jared Rigaker. Season 2, I was the guy who stood strong and recognized the fantastic gameplay of Candy Burris and Tamar Braxton and Ricky Williams, to be fair. Ricky did not get his credit until he took Tamar to the end over Dina Lohan. And this really started opening my eyes to how straight black men are judged in an unfair light. Only if we simp and kowtow to our black female counterparts do we usually get universal support. If we are looking out for ourselves, there is no universal support. If a sister's looking out for herself, it promotes the independent era of society that women are currently in, their renaissance, and the woman is never thought of as less than for that mindset. Meanwhile, the man is always thought of as selfish for that, which is weird because you would think both will be judged just as heroically for looking out for their own win cons, but that's not how this terrain currently is being judged, and that's why I'm necessary to shine a light on the fuck shit. But let's continue. So, everyone's excited about this Big Brother US Celebrity Season 3. I'm excited as well. I'd love to see what ends up going down. The 10 most entertaining house guest Celebrity Big Brother ranked. You know what? I'll save that in the tuck for later. I'd like to look at their list. But okay, so the 2 previous seasons have included an eclectic mix of celebrities and personalities, from Celebrity Apprentice, a contestant and former White House employee Omarosa Manigault, to musician Mark McGrath, to UFC champion Chuck Liddell, former professional basketball player Metta World Peace, actor and comedian Tom Green, and others. Who will make up the cast for season 3? There hasn't been an official announcement just yet, but there's plenty of chatter about who the show might have been in talks with to enter the house. And I'm excited to see Clay Aiken. See, do you notice how do you okay, all right. The first name y'all think of got to be somebody moist. You see what I'm saying? Listen, they are trying to buck break all of our favorite shows. At a certain point, we got to take a stand. All right? We got to take a stand. Why is Clay Aiken? Clay Aiken is not that interesting, dog. Out of all the people that were on American Idol, Clay Aiken's interesting? Why? Because he moist. Like seriously, bro. Whatever happened to that Justin Guarini dude, the dude who looked like a dollar store Michael Jackson? What happened to him? Huh? I hope he ain't moist too. Why it seem like all these American Idol dudes end up moist? Either that or they heavy set like Ruben and they ain't got time for it. You feel it, Digny? What is that about? But hey, that's neither here nor. All I'm saying is you're starting off on the wrong foot here, Screen Rant. You feel it, Digny? Clay Aiken? Come on, dog. You finna leave fans aching. You know what I mean? Let me stretch out and get all these ads out the way. I don't know. I hate all of these random ads that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. It's just free marketing space. You got to pay me for that. You feel it, dig me? But anyway, so let's get into Clay Aiken. Let's get in their explanations for why they're trying to go ahead and just moisturize the cast. You know what I'm saying? See, I like my shit dry fit. You know what I mean? I like my socks dry fit. Anyway, according to Heavy, which quotes a trusted Big Brother spoilers account, Spoiler Girl, former American Idol runner-up Clay Aiken may be among the cast. Aiken is no stranger to reality TV shows, having previously appeared on Celebrity Apprentice. Now, here's the thing: a lot of people are saying this Spoiler Girl has been exposed as spoiler fraud. I don't know if this is true or not, but shout outs to Rachel. She's one of the patrons. She will attest to this. Aiken was runner-up to Ruben Studdard in the second season of the singing competition, despite being considered one of the best acts to come from American Idol. After the show, Aiken went on to star on Broadway, write a memoir, and make several cameos and guest appearances on television. In 2014, he also notably ran for the United States House of Representatives in North Carolina. Oh, so I see why y'all really want to get him, because he checks that moist box and that politics box. So he's basically your Pete Buttigieg, huh? That's the role he's supposed to serve here. He's supposed to be your Buttigieg. That's the role he's supposed. I get what they're trying to do here. If they pick him, that's the lane that they're looking for. The Buttigieg. All right. Now, then the second person they bring up is oversaturated, overrated Boston Rob. The guy, to win his first season, he needed an entire season catered to his ego for him to win. And even then, he they pitched the season Redemption Island as being Boston Rob versus Russell Hantz. But if you pay close attention to that season, production went out of their way to pick a cast that hated Russell, that was his cast, and then they gave Boston Rob a cast that loved him, that was his tribe. It was rigged to hell and back for Boston Rob to win. The guy is easily one of the most overrated players ever. He played a horrible game. He played a simps game in All Stars 1 for his girlfriend to win. He's lucky she still took his goofy ass back, because most women, if you do all of that for them to make all the money, they gonna curve your ass because nice guys finish last. Now, here's the thing. Rob was already dating Amber before that season, so it's a lot easier for him to take those risks. But production and the edit made it seem like Rob first started dating Amber on the beach, which was a lie. They had a preseason alliance, which is why he didn't look goofy by the end of that season. I'm just keeping it real. Most dudes, if they first meet a girl, they are not going to do all that stuff for that girl to win. They looking out for themselves first, and that girl going to get down with their demonstration once the guy got some money. A lot of people would create the argument that's what Xavier did with Alyssa. You know what? I ain't even going to go for you that hard right now. I'm going to wait till I win the game. You'll come back around. That type of stuff. That's more of the alpha male approach. I don't really agree with Boston Rob's gameplay. The way he turned on Lex protected Amber, and he didn't even repay the favor the first chance he got. He's a total snake, man. Total snake. But one could argue this makes for a good Big Brother player. But I don't agree. I think this guy's in his 40s. We know how Big Brother is played. Even if this is celebrity Big Brother and everyone's going to be a little older because they all have to have some fame and fortune to get cast, I still believe being around the age of 40 and not around the younger ages is going to be a disadvantage on a show like this, because Celebrity Big Brother US Season 2 was played in a way where if you weren't one of the younger players and black, you were getting taken out really soon. We saw, what, 5 white men leave the game to start off that season? Something like that. So I'm just saying this to say, if Boston Rob shows up, I have a feeling everyone could gang up on him like Voltron just because he's the one person used to playing games like this, right? I don't think people align with a guy like this. But once again, this is all rumor, so let's read what they have to say. One of the names that frequently appear on rumored lists to be a potential competitor, including Flick Prime, is Boston Rob Mariano, a legend from Survivor. Mariano had some amazing moments on Survivor during his 5 times playing. He finally won on Survivor Redemption Island. He also appeared in Survivor Island of the Idols as a mentor to new players. Known for his ruthless gameplay and smart strategy, as well as his talent for solving puzzles, Mariano would be perfect for Big Brother. With that said, if others have watched Survivor, chances are he would have had a big target on his back right from the get go. That's exactly what I thought. But Kellyanne Conway. Now, this is out of my wheelhouse. What's this, like a country singer? I don't know who this is. There's often a political player among the house guests with Omarosa. Oh, this is someone in politics. That name, it threw me off. I thought she was singing. I thought she was like Reba or something. But anyway, um, with Omarosa in season 1 and former White House Director of Communications Scaramucci in season 2, though Scaramucci's appearance was brief and part of a twist where he wasn't actually there to play. Conway, a political consultant and pollster who once served as senior counsel to President Donald Trump, is a polarizing personality. With their daughter having recently competed in American Idol, where Conway also made a short appearance to support her, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for her to be cast, as is rumored according to Delisted. Mm. Well, see, why does everyone have to be linked to American Idol to be on this show now? What's that about? Is American Idol now on CBS? I thought American Idol was like on ABC now. Because it used to be on Fox, right? Isn't it on ABC now? Like, why should CBS care so much about that? Well, I guess if you're making a celebrity season, you want to pick the people that more people care about. Oh, and now we have the person a lot of people care about, Tiffany Pollard. I mean, this chick has been ratchet for damn near 2 decades. But once again, notice how these are the things that are congratulated. These are the things that are perpetuated. These are the things that are enabled. People think Tiffany is an icon when I think she is setting a horrible example for black women to follow in. Just because she's entertaining doesn't mean she's not a horrible role model. To my knowledge, she don't have no kids. Um, I know she's played Celebrity Big Brother across the pond in the UK, but I don't think she necessarily did that good. Oh, well, she came in 4th place. Never mind. Maybe she did do good. They're correcting me live right now. I don't think she'll do any good on a US season, though. I don't. Because if I remember correctly, the UK Celebrity Big Brother, it's based off fans' vote, right? So you can make the end just by being popular. You don't even have to be great at the game. That's what I was told. I might be wrong. Please correct me in the comment section below if I'm wrong. But I think it's a different game. I don't think it's the whole house votes you out type thing, right? But anyway, let's get into it. Fans seem to think TV personality Tiffany Pollard will be among the cast this season. First known from another reality show, VH1's Flavor of Love, followed by I Love New York. She also participated in the UK version of Celebrity Big Brother in 2016, where she came in 4th place. She has also appeared in other reality shows, including The Next 15, Family Therapy with Dr. Jen, and Braxton Family Values. Oh, well, if she was in Braxton Family Values, she could be on this then. I mean, if Tamar is cool with her, and Tamar was also at Moistrix, you know what? I think there's a chance here that we could have a Tiffany Pollard and Moistrix alliance. And I don't want to see that personally. But I think it's possible now the way the stars are aligning. But let's continue. Pollard was also a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race and appeared in Celebrity X on the Beach. By the way, Paramount Plus, I got a bone to pick with y'all. Why am I paying $9.99 for ad-free content when every time I click to watch Challenge All Stars, you force me to watch an ad of RuPaul's Drag Race? Like what kind of MK Ultra mind control bullshit is this? Y'all gonna force me and subject me to moisture when I'm already paying a premium price to skip the line and just watch the show I want to watch? Then what's the point of the $9.99? Oh, well, the point of it is because we hit you with tons of ad breaks during the episode as well. That's what you're really paying for. At least when the episode begins, we won't halt it. But wait this 20 seconds out during this moisture. Like, come on, man. Remove them little pre-show ads, man. Listen, if you got to put that before Challenge All Stars to get more eyes on that show, the show ain't working. I'm just gonna put it that way. You know, like damn. Market some shows that someone like me is more likely to watch. Don't just market some shit I'm never gonna watch because I've never clicked it. It's just bizarre to me. But this goes back to what I'm saying. What if a kid was on Paramount Plus? What if a kid was just trying to watch a Nickelodeon cartoon? Then all of a sudden they get spammed with RuPaul Drag Race ads. When they parents paying $9.99 so they kids won't be spammed with some risque trailer to some fuck shit. You see my point? It's all designed to fuck the head up of a kid. Luckily, I'm grown and I can think beyond the decadent veil and I can see what's really going on with their agendas. But a kid not gonna know no different. A kid gonna be confused, and that's why it's there. But that's all I wanted to say. All right, let's get back to what I was trying to say. So yeah, so she's been on all these other shows: Celebrity X on the Beach, Drag Race, Tamar's Family Values, all this stuff. It sounds like she need money if she on all these shows. She is one of many reality TV stars. And here's another thing, black women. Why are y'all judges on a drag race show? Why? Why are y'all judging men trying to compete with you and telling them how to be more like you? They're trying to replace you. To me, that's a form of selling your soul too. Oh, I'm gonna take a check to help someone work on replacing me. Fuck all that shit. Fuck you and your check, right? But once again, this is the fucked up thing that goes on in the entertainment industry, bruh. Now, needless to say, she has already firmly dipped her toes into reality TV, so the American version of Celebrity Big Brother would fit right within her wheelhouse. Despite the rumors, however, Pollard says Big Brother hasn't contacted her about appearing on the show. Now, to be fair, this is what everyone has to say because these days, if you tell anyone you're going on the show, their haters will come out the woodwork and try to get you kicked off the show. Raven, Cat Dunn, all of them did that shit during BB21 or before BB21. So just some desperate shit. All right, now let's get into the next person they think will be on it. Lisa Rinna. I don't know none of these people, but I'm definitely going to have to do my research if any of them get confirmed. Former soap star Lisa Rinna, who currently stars on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is another person probably being considered for the show, according to Heavy. If so, she would be the third Real Housewives to appear, following in the footsteps of Brandy Glanville and Candy Burris. That's setting a high bar, if I'm being honest. Brandy Glanville and Candy Burris put on a show. Rinna is no stranger to reality TV, having previously competed on shows like Celebrity Apprentice and Dancing with the Stars. Her bubbly and outgoing personality could make things interesting on the show. Scott Disick. Well, in terms of Lisa Rinna, that's meh. You could tell they ain't have much to write about her because it's meh. Scott Disick, famous for his long-standing relationship with Kourtney Kardashian appearing on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Disick has had his hands in every entrepreneurial projects and many entrepreneurial projects, including clothing, nightclubs, and vitamin companies. He is another celebrity rumored to be in talks to appear on Celebrity Big Brother, according to monsters and critics. Now, I think this would be a smart decision. Because anytime you can bring someone in who's connected to the Kardashians, you're going to have a huge visibility spike. And if I know anything about CBS, they're going to look into that. Interestingly, back in February 2021, it was reported Yahoo News that Disick was dating Lisa Rinna's daughter Amelia, which could make things interesting if both of them were in the house together. Okay, so they're already planting seeds there. Jax Taylor. Reality T reports that Jax Taylor, formerly from Vanderpump Rules, yeah, this is another MTV show I never watched, might be among the cast as well. Since he isn't participating in the current 9th season of Vanderpump Rules, there's been talk that he will appear on Celebrity Big Brother since the schedule is freed up. The tip-off, according to the Daily Mail, has his recent follow of the Big Brother Australia Instagram page. This could, of course, simply mean that he is a fan of the show. Nonetheless, fans believe Taylor could be perfect for the reality competition series given his bad boy persona. Oh shit, they just had to show Moistrick. And look at the picture that they find to show Moistrick too. Why does his picture always make him look like he's in minor pain? Like, bro, is that shadowy figure behind you sticking something up your ass? Listen, man, can I keep it a bean tonight or can I keep it a bean? Come on, bro. The pictures this dude takes always make him look compromised, B. You always look compromised in these. Do I gotta show y'all this photo again, bruh? Bro, who takes photos like these, bro? Like, dog, you gotta chill out, bro. You gotta chill out, you know? But this is the guy that they make sure has tons of money to have his little Willy Wonka moist factory after BB23. It's insane to me. And see, I told y'all this dude was trying to sap the Cookouts energy. I told y'all he was trying to clout chase off of their buzz. Yeah, you can create the narrative. Oh, a lot of these people never slept in a mansion before. That was so nice of him. Yeah, but you always got to ask yourself, rich people don't do favors for broke people out of the kindness of their heart. They have something to gain. And now that it's being heavily rumored that this guy's going to be on Celebrity Big Brother US Season 3, we all know what he had to gain. He needed the clout, he needed the rub off, and he needed the justification for being picked on this cast because the average person not going to know who he is. If they're not pointed at moist shit, they're not going to know. So they're going to know, how's this guy count as a celebrity? So this guy got to be around the Cookout because they became real celebrities off merit, not sexuality. So what does he do? He is all up in their music videos like Puff Daddy. That's moisture. You really got to pay attention, man. The guy stole so much clout. Now you could create the narrative he didn't need that clout. He's rich already, Dave. He got music videos. He got millions of views. Yada yada yada. You're right about all of that. But he does not have the cosign of the culture. Understand, someone who buck breaks themselves for fame and fortune does not have the streets behind them. They don't. This is why they need these media publications to spew propaganda narratives and agendas to make sure the false narrative is the streets were always behind them. Understand, it was all a media rollout for this guy to be kicking it with these people. Similar to how DX and Claire kicked it with him right before they came out being a couple. Everybody was scratching each other's backs, trying to figure out how are we going to stretch out our minutes of fame. Todrick offered them a safe haven to come to, but it's a lot like that Dave Chappelle Prince episode. He's offering you a lot of shit that come with a lot of fine print that you too drunk and high at his mansion to read. And at the end of the day, he needed the Cookout to justify being recruited for All-Stars a lot more than the Cookout ever needed him. And this is why I said this shit was an L. Because this guy's going to fuck around and take the black slot. He's going to fuck around and take the black male slot. We're not going to get a straight black male representative, even though it took a straight black male to be on his A game to help Tamar win. See how we are getting replaced? Because black women champion that moist shit too much. And see, we ain't the only ones getting replaced. Black women getting replaced too. Y'all just ain't getting necessarily replaced by the moistrix yet. But see, all these moist dudes are chameleons. At any moment, they can choose to be a facade of straightness if the media pushes that for them. All you got to do is look at Jaden Smith, Jada and Will's son. Look how fucked up he is in the head. That kid did one Karate Kid movie. I'm thinking, okay, masculinity. Okay, alpha male energy. He's whooping people ass in their own country, not giving a fuck. Then he comes of age, all I see is rainbows and dresses and skirts. It's like, this nigga calling Tyler the Creator his boyfriend. What is going on? That boy had to jump through the flaming hoops too. I've seen too many black men start off as straight, and then their parents allow them to be who they want to be, and then all of a sudden they're mentally ill. Dwayne Wade and his son. Don't even get me started on that. That son didn't even crack the age of 12 yet, and they trying to bring him to pride parades. Are you out of your damn mind? And see, most people are used to me holding black women accountable, but I'm going to hold Dwayne Wade accountable because you got that kid around some moist white dude nanny. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it right now. He had it before his son ever talked about being a girl identifying as a woman. He had his son, because you got to remember, him and his wife been broke up. See, I'm from Chicago. I know this story. I actually went to school with D Wade's baby mom's niece or cousin. I was in a keyboarding class with her, and I remember I was talking shit. I had this great Guam. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story time. All right, I had this dope ass keyboarding instructor, and I was like low key. I was the Anakin Skywalker of this shit. Once they put the little covering over the keyboard so you can't look down anymore when you type. It's like I unlocked this forbidden jitsu within where I could just type super fast and all of a sudden I just knew as long as I keep it on ASDF and keep it on JKL, I knew I could just do. Make a long story short, one day I'm cracking a joke with one of my homies up in the keyboarding class, and we talking about D Wade, and I'm just like, man, he could have chose better than Shorty ass. Shorty low key. I wasn't trying to say she was straight up ugly or nothing. I'm just speaking on. Look, you got to keep in mind, this is high school. This is in between '05 and '09. D Wade done won the title in '06. So this is like right after D Wade won that championship. This like into that bubble where he like the hottest thing in the game right now. And when you in Chicago, you discussing a lot of D Wade. We were talking about how his baby moms, his current wife at the time, really he could do better. We were out the band, but we was just talking in jest. This girl all of a sudden G-checked me, talking about that's my auntie you talking about. You ain't finna say she ugly in front of my face, blah blah blah. And I'm like, damn, my bad, shorty. I wasn't trying to offend you. I didn't realize anyone in this classroom. At that moment, I took the L because I'm like, look, I ain't getting in no argument with you. If I would have known you was related to her, I wouldn't have said it. So, you look, I'm going to hold that, right? I'm saying all this basically to say D Wade taking his kids away from their biological mother did something to them boys. Then you got them around Gabrielle Union, a woman who can't even birth children. So she's a little psychotic too, a little possessive. Then you hire a nanny who's a gay white man, of all nannies. And so you got to ask yourself, did Gabrielle Union force D Wade to hire a guy because he got another woman pregnant outside of wedlock, some Latina woman in Miami? So did she make him, in order to not break up with him, did she create these rules where, hey, you got to hire a dude now because I'm worried that you're going to cheat on me with whoever the nanny is if she's too attractive. So D Wade, you go out of your way to hire some moist dude. Now keep in mind, D Wade has had some rumors about being a little moist too. I'm not here to dissuade any of these rumors, but for the sake of my point here, I'm not gonna go that deep. I'm just gonna say anybody allowing their son to become a girl, I gotta look at you funny style too, bruh. I got to. And any father, any black man who allows a known moist white man to be the nanny to their sons, and then their son all of a sudden identifies as a girl, that man did something with that little boy. And D Wade let it happen. And I can't help but connect the dots that ever since D Wade's son has been championed and marauded around as a girl, D Wade and Gabrielle Union have gotten more opportunities. It's almost as if they chose a door. It wasn't a human sacrifice door, but it was the buck breaking one. So I'm trying to get y'all to see what's really going on here, man. Todrick, Moistrick, he is pretty much an apple from that same tree. Now, I don't know if a grown up fondled him when he was a boy. I don't know if he had a male nanny when he was a kid. But what I do know is what this guy represents, the pictures he takes, is complete submission. It's complete buck breaking. It's complete. I'm ashamed of who I am as a black man, but I have more pride in my sexuality as a moist one. I'm just keeping it funky. And the fact that this guy, in all likelihood, is the one person who's confirmed for this season, he's the only one we all know is going to be on this season, but everyone else we got to wait for. What has this motherfucker done to deserve to be in that spot? Like, bro, you reserve the spot for the obvious choice for someone that is a needle mover, for someone who's actually going to play a great game, for someone that the culture can acknowledge as someone deserving of that spot. What has Moistrick done outside of giving the cookout a place to lay their head and for Tiffany to start implementing her gigolo talking points to Kylan? What did he really do? Nothing. And this goes back to the privileges I told y'all are handed to black men specifically who buck break themselves, juxtaposed to straight black men who got to get it out of the mud at all times. People say, "Oh, you got to stop complaining about things. It is the way it is." No, I'm gonna keep complaining because until people acknowledge that these dudes don't have much talent and they are literally being picked because of who they decided to sleep with, until people acknowledge these things, they're gonna keep happening. But see, I'm waiting for the moment black women get tired of seeing this shit. Because the minute they get tired of it, all of it will end. But as long as they continually allow it to pop off, it's going to keep happening. Because the powers that be believe as long as they can keep y'all fooled, who gives a fuck what straight black men think? That's why it's my job to keep hitting people over the head with the truth until they see the light and actually start putting it towards action in their everyday life. These people are forcing RuPaul Drag Race ads down our kids' throats on Paramount Plus when these kids are just trying to watch a damn cartoon. These same people are trying to force Moistrick down our throats as a celebrity when this dude ain't no damn celebrity. He's just someone who bug broke himself for monetary gain. That's not a celebrity. That's Tashawn. Exposed. Oh, we bringing it. We bringing it. See, I ain't think I was going to bring it like this today. I'm just saying what it is. I'm just saying what it is. This rant ain't for the faint of heart. All right? But let's wrap this up. Oh, man. Here we go. As a longtime fan of the show, it would make total sense. Total sense? Oh, my God. They're trying so hard. All right, let's finish. It would make total sense if Todrick Hall appeared on the third season, as is being speculated, according to Heavy. Following the finale of the 23rd season, which saw the first black winner of Big Brother, Hall inviting the cast to party with him in his home, as reported by Heavy. While Hall became famous from his YouTube channel, he first stepped into public eye on another reality show, American Idol, where he made it all the way to the semis as an aspiring role model for the black LGBT and black LG barbecue community. First off, there isn't that many different communities. It's all one community. The only reason why they're calling it the black version of it is because they know the white version run everything. But y'all decided to be underneath them. Y'all are underneath them. There is no black moist community. There's just a moist community that y'all are subservient in. And the truth is, if y'all had more pride in just being this, okay, then this would actually be doing better in this country. The problem is y'all too busy trying to be in this and be in this, and y'all ain't got no time for this. And that's the truth. The only time Todrick had any pride in being straight up black is when the cookout succeeded. Before then, he was just this. Soon as the cookout shines with nobody doing any moist shit in the alliance really to speak of, now all of a sudden he's this. This is what I say about these cats. They're fake. They're lying to themselves about who they are, so of course they're going to lie to us. All right, let's keep it moving. Celebrity Big Brother would be a great platform for Hall to spread his message and generate awareness. In other words, they're using him as a totem and a token to promote more buck breaking among black men. That's why he's being casted. They're telling us right there. You just got to read between the lines. And look at this. Oh, more buck breaking at play. Some motherfucker named Kim Chi. Like, what is this shit, man? These motherfuckers look deranged, man. Like, look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This looks like mental illness, B. And if I'm not a fan and see, I told y'all if Moistrick's on this season, I'm not covering it. Y'all know I was lying. I'm covering it anyway. But still, though, just know on the Patreon side of the game, I'm going way harder every other day. I'm going way harder, dog. Listen. I'm going to flip a switch on Patreon exclusives. And I'm going to go in on Kimchi, Dim Sum, Bell Rung. I don't care what, William Hung. I don't give a fuck what y'all names is. All y'all niggas look wild, okay? Like, what is this, bro? Come on, dog. We got people starving out here, and we got people wasting money to help people chop their meat off in America. It's insane to me, man. The amount of people starving out here, the amount of homeless people out here in this 5-degree weather out here in the winter. But y'all got enough time to fuck shit off and do this weirdo shit. But let's continue. Kim Chi, Sound like a character. Sound like a Marvel Universe character. Boy, if you'll get your kimchi and the buck broken rings, boy, if you don't get your weak ass. But anyway, Kimchi, who appeared in the 8th season of RuPaul's Moist Race and is one of the Queen's fans, believes deserves to be on All Stars, expressed interest in appearing on the show, according to Distractify. When the official Big Brother Twitter page announced the 3rd season, Chi slyly replied with a simple and not so subtle hi and tagged Julie Chen Moonves in her response. It's clear then that Chi wants to be on the show, and given the popularity of the Moist Race, it's plausible she might get her wish if the Korean American artist, entrepreneur, and TV personality does make it on the show. She would be the first drag queen to appear on the American version. You see what they're trying to do here, man. You see what they're trying to do. Now they're trying to buck break the Koreans. Moistric's gonna buck break us. It's impending. It's inevitable. Listen, hey, this is why I'm dropping this video now. I want us to deal with the trauma of it all before it even happens. All right, to the point where when it does happen, we're so desensitized we aren't affected by it. We don't even move. We don't get triggered, right? But this kimchi shit, this Moistric shit. I mean, listen. And see, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but white folks get to have Boston Rob represent them. White men get to have Boston Rob. Maybe Scott Disick. So far, I ain't seen black men or Asian men get a single person worth speaking on. And when you take into context how we were given Meta World Peace Season 1, who just buffooned it out and motherfucker actually tried to quit, and he eventually got voted out because he wanted to quit, and then he got sad because he was actually selling wolf tickets and didn't really want to quit, and then it became a boy cried wolf situation where Omarosa sent him home even though he didn't really want to go. Then you had Keisha Knight Pulliam. She quit. What was that? What was that? Breast milk gate? I think that's what it was. Breast milk gate. Okay, black folks have been looking funny style on this show. Tamar and Candy and Ricky Williams brought it back to prestige. They put us back on a centerfold. But remember what I told y'all. Tamar and Ricky and Candy fooling production in the way that they did to make them all believe that they weren't pro-black celebrities, to making them think they were all anti-black long enough to pick off all of production's faves until they made it to the end and could help each other win. I told y'all this would have a negative impact on Celebrity Big Brother US Season 3. It just took us several years for them to even let it happen, right? Like, this season should have been happened. But this is why y'all need to understand what Tamar, Ricky, and Candy did. It's having negative impacts on the casting decisions because now they're trying to pick people based off of gimmicks instead of who's actually going to be good at the game. They're trying to pick people. Oh, well, you're Korean in drag. You're perfect. You could represent 2 demographics with that. Oh, Moistric, you're black in drag, moist, and a YouTuber and influencer. You could check like 4 boxes. Cool. Meanwhile, do you see any straight black men? It's as if we aren't celebrities. Because they don't want us being celebrities. See, I'm trying to get y'all to see what's going on. They don't want us to be the future celebrities of the world. If we're unbuck-broken, they don't want us to shine. Y'all got to peep game. All right, let's go to the next person. Miranda Cosgrove. Now, this is a good pick. Nickelodeon fame. She also did School of Rock, if I'm not mistaken. I always thought Miranda Cosgrove was a good actress. And I think she would be good at the game. I just think she's too big for a show like this. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, she has the iCarly thing popping off on Paramount Plus. Sure, you could create the argument they're under the same umbrella. But why would why would a company like Paramount Plus want to risk a fantastic asset they have in Miranda Cosgrove under 2.5 weeks of live feeds when she could actually say one thing and it can fuck up iCarly forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think this would be smart. But hey, let's read what they have to say. Miranda Cosgrove has been vocal. I've been a vocal, longtime fan of the show. It's no surprise that fans want to see her cast. Cosgrove was rumored to be on the second season back in 2019, according to Hollywood Hiccups, and she is on fan wish list for this season too, with rumblings once again that 2022 might be the year she finally goes from fan to participant, according to D-Listed. The actor and singer who rose to fame on teen sitcom iCarly is busy with the revival of that series as well as hosting Mission Unstoppable with Miranda Cosgrove. But as a diehard fan of Big Brother, she might make time to appear. Uh, I think this is a good casting decision if they decide on it. I think she would rank very highly on my WTF just because uh, I'll have to do my research to substantiate her being a longtime fan of the show. But usually, women who look like her do well in the game. I'm just gonna be honest there. I already told you all I thought the younger players would do well on a season like this. She is definitely going to be one of the younger people rumored for this show. It's clear to me Clay Aiken was being rumored for this season because they want Moistrick to have a friend in the house. It's clear that Chi person and the Moist Rings, it's clear they were rumored because they want Moistrick to have an alliance too. To me, it looks like they're trying to create a rainbow coalition. Shout outs to Jesse Jackson. If you watch the Jesse Smollett rant, you get that reference. But my point is, they're trying their best to try to hook Moistrick up with his own Avengers. Okay, they're trying to give him his own broken wrist Avengers. Okay, they're trying their best here. All right, and they're doing their due diligence. But at the end of the day, coach, I just don't believe Moistrick is going to be any good at this game, and I am going to take tons of pride in seeing this guy crash and burn. I don't think he's going to be any good. And if we don't get a straight black male representative, but we have this guy that we're forced to root for, listen, I'm going to hold him even more accountable because he is representing two communities at once. He ain't just representing that moist shit. See, for moist folks, it don't matter what Moistrick does on that season. As long as he was on and they got some representation, they don't care. Just like with Braden, they're not going to hold him accountable based off the merit of his game. They're just going to hold him accountable based off if he did them proud enough. If he was prideful in himself enough. That's what the narrative's going to be. Because they always aim super low, but act like they're aiming the highest. That's the con game at all times. Now, I want to get into another article now, ladies and gentlemen, because I found this one. Celebrity Big Brother US, the 10 most entertaining house guests ranked. I just want to see what they have to say about this. Dina Lohan was number 10. That's a lie. They're nut hugging. Marissa Jared Rigaker, number 9. That's another lie. She won the game and was boring. Number 8, Mark McGrath. Maybe. I could agree with that a little bit. But Kato Kalin got to be top 5 if y'all going to put these people in the bottom 5. Omarosa, number 7. I think she may have deserved to be top 5. Ryan Lochte. I mean, that guy was eliminated fairly soon. I don't think he was that good at the game, but he did look out for Tamar. Jonathan Bennett, I did think he was entertaining, but he was the first boot. He lost his damn mind. He actually became a fan of my channel actually during that season. True story actually. Cato, he had to be top 5. That man was crack during that season. Tom Green, overrated. He should have been bottom 5. Y'all done lost your damn minds. Tamar, okay, well deserved, number 2. Ross Matthews got number 1. Now, I'll be honest, Ross did play a good game, but I felt like his season was very weak in terms of competition. His only real adversary the entire time was Omarosa, and that season itself was not entertaining. When you compare it to season 2 was way more entertaining. So how does season 1 have the most entertaining player? That doesn't make any sense. But so yeah, so pretty much we can go ahead and wrap all of this up, ladies and gentlemen. We've pretty much shored up all of the information regarding the articles. We know that this show will be premiering on Wednesday, February 2nd. We also know it's going to be having its own show on television 3 days in a row. So February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are going to be live shows. So for all intents and purposes, we might get 3 evictions 3 days in a row. Or we might get 2 evictions in the first 3 episodes. I don't know how this is going to play out, but it should be fairly interesting. And hopefully, Julie will also give us the same privilege she gave us during BB23, where we could watch the first week of the game for the first time and really see these people move into the house and actually see what goes down. That'll make this season a little bit better as well. But for the most part, Coach, these have been the rumored cast. I'm not really that excited for this rumored cast. I think it all looks like agenda-based content. It looks really light. Um, Especially during the era of COVID, you would think that there's a lot of celebrities right now who are in dire straits that need the money, who need the opportunity, who want to rejuvenate their career. If you mean to tell me there's no straight black man out here in Hollywood who wants to rejuvenate his career, but Moistrick is the only guy y'all can find, that's bullshit, man. That's complete bullshit. Uh, Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they come up with a cast that is presentable. But hopefully this rant was a nice surprise on a Saturday afternoon that put a smile on your face, made y'all laugh a little, and that's what it was intended for. So I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side later on in the week, and yeah, so I'm excited for this new season, but I'm also worried because if I know anything about production, um, they're gonna try their best to make Moistrick seem like the voice of the people when he's not. The culture, the streets, we do not rock with that dude. You know, I was always taught if someone don't have your back from the start, then they always have something to gain from showing up at the end or in the middle or if you're not part of the first paragraph or first sentence or first chapter of my story. Now, granted, everyone can be part of your first chapter because everybody didn't grow up around you, but if you're not part of the origin story, right, and you just show up after I'm already a household name, from my perspective, you are cloud chasing. From my perspective, you did all these things because you felt like you couldn't be put on Celebrity Big Brother without doing them. That shows me you didn't do them in a sincere way. And I always got bad vibes off this dude. And I'm excited to finally see this guy get exposed as a bad player. Because my thing is, if you're inviting all these players, listen, the Cookout's the best alliance ever made. If you had them at your house and you didn't ask them for advice on actually playing the game, if they didn't actually teach you anything, and instead you just allowed them to party in your house, then you're stupid too for not taking advantage of the opportunity you truly had there. So I'm going to be watching this guy with very close lenses. All right. And if he goes wrong at any moment, he will be held accountable with the utmost respect. And that's the truth here. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have enjoyed this rant. If you could, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment underneath this video, and, of course, share the Patreon with all the fans of Big Brother Celebrity that you rock with. All right? Are you excited about this coming season of Celebrity Big Brother? Um, do you believe black women will get a representative? Because, look, I can say as much as I want to say, but outside of New York, it feels like they don't have no representative for us if she ain't ratchet. You mean to tell me after Tamar and Candy did what they did, y'all can't find nobody outside of Tiffany Pollard to represent black women? If I'm gonna be mad on behalf of black men, I need to be mad on behalf of a lot of people. And let's just keep it real here. There is more to black people than just being ratchet and drama and dramatic. There's more to us. We want to see people who take this game seriously. And my problem is, it seems like Moistrick is the serious casting decision because he's a fan. But in my opinion, that's the joke decision. Where's the real serious decision? You feel me? You know, where's the Lolo Jones? Where's she at? You know, I need to see this cast. Where's the what's the name of Shorty ass, the wrestler? With the red hair, the pink hair, whatever. Even she played fantastic that season, you know? So, listen, a lot of pressure is on production here to pick the right group. And when it seems like they're only going to pick 10 people for this cast because it's going to be a short season, I hope it's more than 10, but I won't mind it if it is only 10. But that's the thing, y'all. When Moistrick seems to already be a lock, and now you got to fill in the other spots around him, you're basically building a team around Moistrick. I think you're starting this off on the wrong foot. You should be building this cast around Miranda Cosgrove. That's what you should be doing if she said she'll do it. That's how you should be building it because she's the star. She's the one that's going to bring eyes to this show that normally wouldn't watch it. I believe Miranda Cosgrove on the show is going to lead to a lot of younger fans getting into Big Brother, and that's probably why she's being recruited. You got to be smart about your recruitment. You can't just recruit people based off sexuality. You also got to recruit them based off the impact you think they're going to have on the masses. Moistrick is not a needle mover. Even Tiffany Stans thought she should have went home and been with her son over being at Moistrick's. You know, and I'm talking about the Tiffany stands that stand that Thailand shit. Even they wanted her at home over at that house. All right, so Listen, I'm not trying to regurgitate talking points. I'm just here to give y'all my honest opinion. And I wanted this video to last a little bit just in case some of y'all got to work this weekend. All right. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this rant, and I'm going to see y'all on the flip side. All right. Deuces.